What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet with Sammy2988. Has been playing a lot with this. I don't know who sent this to me to the P.O. box. I can't remember. But whoever it is, I want you to know that my dog found this toy. And he's been obsessed with it ever since. He plays with it over all of his other toys. Yeah. Hey, you want to chew on him? You want to fetch him? You want to go fetch him, Sammy? You ready? Here we go. Ready? Yeah. Hey guys, this is my rambling series. It's actually my vlogging series. I call it my rambling series, in which I talk about life, the universe, and things around us, and things that are particularly interesting to me. And I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff today. I definitely want to talk about my health, but I'm going to always save that towards the end. I'm going to talk a little bit about video games. I'm going to talk a little bit about YouTube. I'm going to talk a little bit about the usual stuff, honestly. So let's get right into Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is an incredible game. I put 25 hours into it. And it's interesting because I've seen a lot of people love to hate that game. Some people are saying your PC's too good, it doesn't run. That's what Total Biscuit said. Some people saying the game is buggy, and it absolutely is. Still potentially my favorite game of the year. Right up there next to Witcher 3. I really love both of those games. But I've streamed it non-stop. I've even streamed bonus streams so that I could stream more and more and more and more and more, and I just do not want to stop playing that game. In fact, if I get all of my videos created tonight and uploaded, then I'm probably going to play an hour or two more before bed. Hopefully I'll get a gameplay video of it up on the gameplay channel, maybe just pick a random place and explore it while you guys watch, something like that. Then Battlefront did come out, and I've made videos about that on the gameplay channel as well, talking about the fact that it's just not the game that I was hoping it would be, but it's still not that bad. If you're playing Battlefront and you're enjoying it, let me know. And if you chose not to play it, let me know. I see a lot of people, and I've thought about talking about this as well. I got a review copy because I simply did not want to purchase the game, because I did not want to support a game that I felt might not have enough content in it to warrant the purchase. And with a $50 DLC pack, I really felt that might be the case, and I think it might be the case. And again, if you're having fun with that game, there's no problem with that. I'd love to hear that. I'm having fun with it. I just don't know if they've overcharged. I think that they have. But man, what a year for gaming, huh? Like 2015 has just been incredible. Just incredible. And it just keeps getting better and better. If Battlefront was the worst game of the year, and it's not, but if it was, what a year that would be. You know? But I am now starting on a huge project. I'm going to try to do my own award series. And I'll most likely upload most of this to the gameplay channel, though probably one or two segments will show up here on the main channel as well. I'm basically going to do a best of and worst of. Several videos, worst of, as Francis, worst case of DLC, worst case of microtransactions, worst game of the year. And then I, as me, will be doing best game of the year, best, Xbox exclusive, best PlayStation exclusive, best PC exclusive, things along that lines. Probably about 5 categories each or something like that. It'll all be personal opinion. It'll be based on nothing other than just what I liked. So people might or might not enjoy this. But I'm putting a little bit of production value into it, a little bit of work, and hopefully it'll give you guys something to do between, I think the first video is going to launch some point in December, and then keep going right up until Christmas. I'm able to help you decide what games to buy or what games to get, or something to that effect. I honestly don't know. I just think it's going to be fun for me to do. I'm going to enjoy doing it. And if you guys enjoy watching it, that's going to be all the better. I did make a video this week, last night. It was a Clips episode, which I know people hate Clips episodes. I kind of hate them too. But I used it to promote the gaming channel. The reason being is because I'm putting a lot of work into that thing, and obviously only a fraction of people are subscribed to it that are here. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that you guys, not a lot of my subscribers are active. That's a big part of it. Then on top of that, the people that are active may not be interested in gaming content as much as they are in the personal stuff and the vlogs and the Francis Rages. So it's been I wanted to do that because, number one, there wasn't going to be a video for today because I had that doctor's appointment, which we'll talk about towards the end. But also because, again, I'm putting a lot of hard work over there and I want people to enjoy it. I'm not worried about the money. I'm not worried about my e-penis or anything like that. I just want plenty of people to see it, and I hope they're having fun with it. People complain a lot. People complain about me a lot. They complain about the way I run my channel and the content that I create. And it's really funny because I talk to a lot of other YouTubers and I see their audience complain less. And sometimes it makes me think I must be screwing up pretty bad. And sometimes it makes me think maybe I attract a certain particular audience. Or maybe it's, I really don't know what it is. But I don't let it get to me. But it is curious. It's very curious when, whenever I do just about anything, there's a good 10% of people who just really don't like it. And it seems like that's not the case for a lot of other YouTubers, and I don't know what it is. I think it might be that I'm not that great at my job. And if that's the case, and only 10% hate it and the other 90% love it, then I'm doing pretty good. I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's what it really always comes down to. You just got to look at the 90% or 80% in some cases, or hell, 50%. If half the people, half of 100,000 people like what you're doing a good job, and you should be very happy with yourself. And that leaves me being very happy with myself because plenty of you guys like what I do. But it's still a curious thing, something I think about all the time. Let's see what else is going on. The main channel, of course, is doing well. I've been doing all kinds of stuff. I did a couple sponsored videos. They were just too good to say no to. Also because I enjoyed the games. I get to play some of these games, or at least to see video of the games before I play them. And so that's why I end up picking the ones that I pick. And I'm glad that I picked the ones that I picked. Absolutely. But people, of course, have been critical about that. And I understand why. It was actually interesting. It got picked up by a subreddit. And I got to see a lot of people speak about me in a very candid way. And it was very educational. Like, that's the thing about the internet. Sometimes trolling or just like, kill yourself, you fat fuck, that doesn't help. Like, that's never interesting. But what is interesting when it's people speak about you with a critical mind and critically, and it helps you self-improve. I always welcome that. So if I sound like I'm complaining about people who are genuinely discussing the content that I'm creating, looking at the good and the bad, discussing the person that I am, looking at the good and the bad, at the end of the day, I love that. And I'm always going to love that. And if that's you, I love you. I also do like praise when I get it right. That does make me very happy. But either way. So I did have a doctor's appointment today. And I noticed that some of you have said it looks like I've been gaining weight. Well, I've not been doing too much different over the last 6 months with the diet. I've been pretty much eating the same thing over the last 6 months. But you are right, I'm definitely gaining weight. And it looks like a lot of it has to do with water weight. The doctor is working. He's prescribed me some medication that should be taking some of that off. A lot of it also has to do with the fact that I finally shaved again. No shave November. I just can't grow a beard to save my life, man. It takes forever to get it back. So this time, I'm not going to shave it for a while. Maybe summer. I'm going to leave it when I get it. I hope you guys like the beard, because I like the beard a lot more than I like this. Testosterone levels still messed up. Other things. But the important thing is, I've said we are working towards bariatric surgery. We got some really disappointing news today. And that news is the surgery date is much probably later than I expected. There's a lot of things we have to do that I had not considered. And those things are going to take time. So January, February as my surgery date is probably off the table now. It could be March or April or further, depending on how much of this workshop shit I get done. I also have to lose a fair amount of weight before that'll happen. Now, my doctor seems to think the medicines that he has me on is really going to help me do that. And then he wants me to, after a certain point, go into a meal replacement bariatric surgical plan where they supervise literally everything I put into my body. And as expensive and time consuming as it will be, it's something that me and my wife possibly want to do together. So I think it's something we will probably be doing. That'll probably be the thing that kicks in January rather than surgery. And that's really fucking disappointing. I can only imagine how disappointing it is to you because it's really fucking disappointing to me. I mean, you got to take care of yourself, man. Don't make the stupid fucking mistakes I've made. Don't make it this difficult to dig your way out of this hole, because Years of trying now. But we'll get there or we'll die trying. That's how it is. That's how it's always going to be. That's how life is. I read something today. It was from the show I watch called Louis C.K.'s TV show. It's fantastic. It's an episode with Joan Rivers. God bless her. Hope she's in heaven or having a good time in hell, wherever she is. But in that episode, she says, I wish I could tell you it would get better, but it doesn't. You will get better, though. I think about that a lot. I've thought about that a lot today. Because I need to get better. I mean, that's it. The situation is not going to change. I can't control this. Anything outside of me, I can't control. This, you have to learn to control. Right? So, interesting stuff. My wife and I have been watching Rick and Morty. I'm finally caught up with season 2. It's one of my favorite shows, and my wife loves it. I hope you guys enjoy that show, too. It's a lot of fun. I wonder what's wrong with the people that write that show, because I find myself relating to Rick a lot, and I love that character. Makes me think the people who write that show and I could probably be pretty good friends. But all right, now that I've depressed you a little bit, let me tell you something, man. And I'm going to use this keyword even though I use it all the time. I want to tell you that I love you guys. I really do love you guys. I mean, I there's no other way to put that. I love you, on a very personal way to the best of my ability. Every one of you I've ever met has been amazing. The people who support me on Twitch, YouTube, Patreon, wherever you support me, even if you just watch the videos, when you support me, man, it's incredible. Even those of you who come here and have nothing but negative things to say, I appreciate that support as well. I know some of you mean the best, and I love you for it. And I want to use the word love in the comment section below. Maybe you love me. Maybe you love that I love you. Maybe you love somebody else. Maybe the girl you love just left you. Maybe you just married the person that you love. Maybe you'd love to have a family member or something in this world you'd love to have for Christmas. Whatever it is, use the word love in your comment section below. And I'll know you made it all the way to the end of this 12-minute self-indulgent video. And I appreciate you for it. I'll speak with you again soon.